Welcome to Business World. I'm your host Siddharth, and today we are talking to Mr. Micheal Cole, who's the Chief Technology Officer of European Tour and Riders Cup Europe. Mr. Cole will be talking about how technology is impacting the gentleman's sport of golf. So, Mr. Cole, tell us, what do you mean by a truly connected golf course?
The truly connected golf course is a concept that for me means full accessibility across a golf course. A golf course is, by its sheer size, it is quite a vast venue. In fact, I would consider it 18 venues, 18 separate fields of play for each hole. And providing the ability for people to connect to their applications and to internet services is critically important. So for me, the connected course is all about full accessibility wherever people, albeit players, operational people, marshals, and of course spectators, may reside across the course.
Innovation Hub. What exactly are you looking at from the Innovation Hub?
The Innovation Hub initiative that we are running with our partner Tata Communications is really a structured approach to help us evaluate some of the best ideas, the best concepts, the best products, the best services from around the world that can help us directly address some of the biggest challenges that we have at the European Tour. Those challenges may be in improving our on-venue experience for spectators. It could be to enhance the media and the broadcast capabilities that we have in terms of reaching a worldwide audience. But it also could add further value to our portfolio of consumer products as well. So it truly is an exciting initiative that we are incredibly excited to be running with Tata and to help real life challenges that we experience that will enable us to improve the worldwide, world class delivery of our golf tournaments.
Great. Mr. Go, do you think technology is going to help you generate more content or more immersive experiences?
Well, the answer to that question is actually both. We need to change the conversation in golf. And the reason we need to do that is to reach new audiences in new markets around the globe. But equally, the way people, an audience, is consuming content is changing. And therefore, technology, through innovation, can help us both develop new content that is unique and deliver that content in a way that a global audience really does want to consume. And by doing so, also helps us change that conversation.
Okay, Mr. Cole, tell us about your association with Tata Comms and why exactly did you choose Tata for exploring the role of technology in golf?
We chose Tata Communications for two principal reasons. The first reason is, whilst recognising the challenges that we have, we want to work with our commercial partners, of which Tata are one of our partners, in a critical area of connectivity and innovation and technology. And they bring worldwide excellence in innovation. They have the experience in running similar programs in other sports globally, and that was critically important to us to be able to leverage that experience. But equally, they bring expertise and they bring access to a global business network. And so for us, choosing Tata Communications in that partnership is critical because it brings to us both a degree of experience and expertise, but also their access to that business network.
Great. Mr. Cole, golf is a slow sport. So How important do you think is digital transformation for the sports in whole and for golf?
It's interesting that you actually raise up the subject of golf being a slow sport, because one of the areas that we're really keen to address through technology, through innovation, is actually the pace of play. And last year we ran some proof of concepts and we utilized technology to help address this fundamental challenge that we have within the sport. Now, we're not there yet. We know there is more that we need to do, and the whole concept of the pace of play is one of those challenges that we have. And we are seeking new ideas and new concepts through the Innovation Hub to help address that challenge. So the Innovation Hub for me is all about digital transformation. And it's all about creating access to content in unique ways. We cannot reach those new audiences unless we're bringing new content in an immersive way, in a unique way, in a way that a global audience absolutely wishes to consume. And part of that is about a mobile first approach and recognizing that audiences, spectators, wish to absorb that content, that enhanced content, whether they are on venue, whether they are on the move, whether they're spending time with their friends, or whether they're in the armchair watching the sport on TV. And therefore, we need a robust and creative approach to digital transformation. And the Innovation Hub will enable us to bring technology to our sport in a way that is unique, in a way that is novel for the game. Critically important that we can protect the traditions of the game, but equally use a technology to create content in a very creative and compelling way.
Great. Mr. Cole, tell us, what do you think the future holds for global sports in terms of technology?
It's a great question, and it is one that I spend a lot of time thinking about. We are looking for transformational initiatives, and those initiatives we can apply to golf, but equally they could apply to the sport industry. It's critical that we approach things perhaps in a different way. Data is the new currency, and if we look at my game, if we look at golf, historically we've collected around about 20,000 data points in any given tournament, primarily through scoring. From 2020 we will collect data in a new way, new data points collected directly off the course in field in real time. In fact, we're going to be collecting up to 15 data points for every stroke in every player in real time, and that gives tremendous opportunity for us. So with that concept that data is a new currency, we're now looking at a whole variety of different use cases. I've identified 15 or so already, and therefore the opportunity of technology and how it's going to transform golf and how it's going to transform sport, it is really how it utilizes this new currency of data, and it is able to visualize it in a way that a global audiences want to consume. Golf is all about the experience. In fact, we never view ourselves now as a golf organization. We view ourselves as an entertainment company, and that is all about content, and it's about creating content and delivering that content across new channels to enable a global audience to consume it in different ways, and those ways or those methods has to be a way that they want to consume the data, not the way that we want to deliver data. So technology is all about the transformation of golf, it's all about the transformation of sport, but it is very hard. It's about data, It's about content, and it's about how that's repurposed and how that's visualized to create unique experiences. And that's what I'm so excited about the Innovation Hub. It's, whilst we know our challenges, we don't know, sitting here, what the solutions are. We don't know what is out there right now that is waiting for us to evaluate, to assess, and to work with Tata Communications in terms of bringing those concepts and those ideas to market. And that is the vehicle, that is the approach that we are now putting in place. And you know, we have an opportunity not only to transform global golf, but to actually accelerate that transformation.
The areas where the technology will actually work in this sport, like maybe training, right? Maybe generating content, maybe delivering content, and as you said, data. So I would like you to tell me about the areas where technology will actually affect the game today.
As part of this initiative, we're not going to leave any stone unturned. And I truly believe that we can create significant benefit across multiple stakeholders within our sport. Now, by that, I mean the journalists, the media, the players, the spectators, our commercial partners, the global audience. There are many opportunities, and technology has a key role to play in providing significant benefits across that entire landscape. So you're right, for spectators, it may well be around an immersive environment. For the media, typically a journalist or a photographer at our tournaments are uploading collectively 16,000 high resolution images a day. The connected course concept gives them the ability to be far more flexible with how we utilize and how we capture content across a course. Real-time on-course interviews, for example. If we consider our commercial partners, we now have the ability through the connected course to effectively geofence and create subzones or virtual zones across the course, which gives us an ability to create trigger points. So when spectators come in to those geo zones, it produces a trigger, we're alerted, and we can use that information to push notifications to those individuals to try and influence their behaviour. Now, that behaviour may be to utilise food and beverages in a different part of the course where we know through our technology that there are lower queues. It may be an incentive for them to actually go into our merchandise tent and purchase more products and more services. For our commercial family, really important, the insight to provide them with analytics around numbers of people coming through the merchandising tent or through an activation zone or even into a hospitality unit it's deep and it's useful insight for them. We now have the ability to think about dwell times, how long they're spending in certain areas. If they leave a zone, if they leave a pavilion, if they leave the merchandising area, actually how often they're coming back. Maybe they visit, they don't spend, they come a second time, they're still not spending. Actually, through push notifications, we can give them a voucher, a 10% off. So we're using the technology to incentivize them in different ways. Now, we know what the opportunities are. What we don't have are necessarily the solutions to enable us to fulfill against this vision. And if I was to summarize this vision, one aspect is around the connected course that we've spoken about. The second aspect is about an overlay of intelligence and insight. I call that the intelligent course. And then the third aspect of our vision is really about how we can shrink wrap or how we can industrialize those solutions and how we can deliver them across our worldwide tour. which is 46 tournaments in 31 countries. So creating a solution for a one-off event is challenging, but it's very doable. Repeating that solution in multiple tournaments in multiple countries becomes more challenging. And that's where Tata Communications will help us through the global content and distribution network that they have in place. Getting content across the globe faster, more efficiently, with low latency is pretty important to us. But then the combination of the innovation hub and bringing those new ideas and those new concepts to help us deliver on that strategy is something that is immensely important, and I'm very excited to be at this stage of the program, and we really do look forward to working with worldwide entrepreneurs, our fans, anybody that's got the ideas and the concepts that they want to bring in to this initiative. We will assess, we will evaluate, we will quantify, and the very best ideas we are committed to taking forward.
Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Cole. It's great.
My pleasure. Thank you.
To all our viewers, stay tuned to Business World for more such interesting content.